Hi Sagittarius, welcome to the Lucky Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's take a look into your energies for this week. Spirit, give us one card for the main energy this week for Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know? What should be Sagittarius be aware of this week, please, Spirit? Energy, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know for this week? What is the main energy for this week, please? Okay, so we have Hermit. It says here, Sagittarius, retreat and recharge. Okay, so I'm picking up that for most of my Sagittarius here, you're actually caving in, going within. This could even mean physically isolating yourself from certain situations, people, and environments. You're trying to protect your energy at this time, but this totally makes sense because we are experiencing some crazy planetary activities in between eclipses, the solar and the lunar, also the full moon, okay? Plus the Mercury retrograde. I'm feeling that you're more or less awakened and aware of your situation, and spiritually you're being compelled to protect yourself, okay? I'm picking up that also maybe you're meditating to open your third eye chakra. Just look at this card over here with the Hermit. Strong energies coming through, messages from your guides. You're also exercising deep use of your intuition here to discern certain situations and people. That is why you need to be by yourself at this point, because there are certain messages that are coming through, a lot of downloads, and you might not be able to hear those messages if you're constantly maybe stressed out, anxious, or tired and exhausted. So this week the focus is to really retreat and recharge so that you will be ready for what's coming up next, okay? Maybe there's a strong desire to also be in tune with oneself here, okay, and ask yourself what you want, what you deserve, okay? All of this is a spiritual awakening and awareness, okay? So it's highly advised that you retreat and recharge, especially if someone is exhausting you, stressing you out. It doesn't mean isolation physically, but rather going within so you can shut down the noise, trying to filter those downloads, those information being handed to you. Learn to filter them, access the inner wisdom. Know when one information is good versus the one that's not potentially helpful for you, okay? So cleansing here, also some cleansing. I'm seeing that for most of my Sagittarius, the focus is to get back to a practice of healing, deep healing here. Let's get more oracle cards to open up this message for you, my dear. More messages, please, for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so we have fork in a road. Definitely a decision call, okay? For most of you, you're going to make a judgment call, and once and for all, you're not going to be stuck anymore. Something felt very stale over here for the past couple of weeks, maybe, or in the recent past. Situation made you feel conflicted whether you should stay or go, right? There could be opposing factors, opposing choices, but definitely a choice has to be made, or had been made, is what I'm seeing here. The retreat and recharge is for you so that you can make a plausible decision, one that is not based just on emotion, but something well thought of and something aligned with what universe has planned out for you. So in this types of situation, the pause is needed in the momentum. It's not because you're blocking yourself, but rather you're looking into your situation closer and see what can you come up with your intuition. If this feels right, if this feels off, is this situation really what it is, or is there something here that you're not seeing? So you're trying to get the bigger picture with fork in the road over here. You're trying to make the smartest decision as much as you can. But if you feel like you're being stuck too much on this indecision, see if this is already a state of maybe withdrawing too much, not being able to confront the situation, right? So it's only a matter of balancing out. If you are too much in retreat and you're not able to make a decision. Maybe this week is all about you trying to sort out your decision once and for all, okay? It can be either way for my Sagittarius here. Alright, so let's get 2 more cards out. We have the tribe. This could be related to a stable community setting, a family or work related, a company maybe that you're working hard for at the moment. Maybe you're thinking about, you know, maybe for some of you, you're leaving a certain community behind. Something that you've worked hard for, something that you've invested yourself in. Okay, the tribe. This could even mean people that who are your circle, who've seen you, who you've leaned on to. Something feels here that you might need to withdraw for a bit. And I'm picking up that maybe you're preserving yourself. Okay, there's something here that needs to be recharged. You definitely drain yourself with this situation. For some of you, could be making a decision to be in a community, be part of something. Okay, if this is work related, maybe you're about to have a new company to work with, a new set of people, new set of mentors. It could be also the case. For some of you, maybe you're deciding on making a family with someone and being a community with someone, okay? So it could go either way from what I'm seeing here. But the tribe usually is a reflection of a strong unit wherein like-minded peoples are together. They understand each other a lot. There's a sense of being honest with who you really are because these people accept you. But something tells me with the tribe, for my Sagittarius here who feel a bit stifled by the idea of constantly being in a connection, constantly being in these rules and regulations because of this tribe. Of course, the energy could be very draining, right? You could exhaust yourself. My Sagittarius constantly needs to be free-spirited. They need to have some room and space to move around, decide on their own, have some spontaneous decision making. So if this feels a bit stifled for you guys, I would understand why. Okay, the tribe. Sometimes even if these people are not necessarily bad for you, but because you are in a situation where you're doing too much and you could be potentially passionate about this, okay, there might be some imbalance because you're not leaving some for yourself. If that is the case, then definitely retreat and recharge and come back when you're fully recovered, okay, so that you can function really well and be on top of your game, if you know what I mean. So it's all about proper discernment of oneself here. It could be the energy of the universe too, like universal energies draining your energy, so protect yourself here. Do some self-love rituals, maybe have some downtime to yourself, get enough sleep, okay? So, and staying in, for some of you, staying in, getting more rest. And we also have loyal heart. From what I'm picking up here is that you're very, very loyal to someone at the moment, or someone is loyal to you. Someone loves you so dearly, Sagittarius. It's like they see a lot of themselves in you, okay? You've built this kind of emotional and spiritual connection with someone that it's hard to maybe not consider them in all the decisions that you're making here. So I'm picking up that it's either you're loyal to a work that you are in, a company, a business, or that you are in a relationship with someone and you're making a decision on what's next, what's coming next. Is it about eloping, having a family, deciding on building a tribe over here? That could also be the case, because you know that this is not an easy decision. I feel like you're withdrawing emotionally and mentally because you need to be in a better mind frame to be prepared for all of this. These are huge responsibilities for some, okay? For some of you, maybe you are detaching yourself from being too loyal because you feel stifled about the idea and you want some room for yourself so that you can formulate your own decision making, okay? And see to it if you are still in the same page with someone. That could also be the case. Now let's get some animal spirit out for you guys. Let's get more specific messages. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Additional animal spirit, please, for this week. Okay, we have Gazelle. Definitely fire sign, yours too. We have the wolf energy. You could be dealing with a leader of the pack here, a very strong, authoritative voice. This could be your boss. This could be your father figure. This could even be your partner. Could be a Capricorn or a Taurus and Virgo. But I'm picking up that this person is the more dominant one. That's why with the gazelle, this alone, this card tells me that there is really a need to take a step back, to relax, to detoxify, to de-stress, and to just have some downtime and be aware, be aware of the environment, be aware of what you're putting yourself into. Awareness is needed is what I'm seeing here. But the gazelle has this energy of not being wanting to be seen, because it's pretty much not really working well too much on big crowds, big people, big groups, right, with the gazelle. So maybe you feel a bit that this is too dominant for you, too suffocating for some, okay? Because the wolf sometimes has that kind of personality where it loves to share wisdom, pass down information, but loves to set the rules, this and that, because it's the leader of the pack. It always sees that the whole tribe, the whole community, and the whole pack is well taken care of. But oftentimes, because Sagittarius, you guys are philosophical, more or less you have a set of ideals and rules that you are imposing on yourself here. More or less, it's not rules, it's freedom, right? So you want to be, once in a while, detaching yourself from the tribe, okay, to get to a better mind frame. Sorry for that, Sagittarius. Sorry for the background noise. Anyway, we have the dragonfly over here, which talks about your mind being all over the place, right? There may be a lot of downloads of ideas. That's why, again, Hermit card allows you to focus on what really matters, because you need to filter all of this information, even your own thoughts. And being alone can help you listen clearer to the voices and even your gut feeling, sorting things out if it's coming from really you, from your guides, or it's coming from someone else, if you know what I mean. Because this voice of the wolf has the ability to also force an issue or force an understanding that's not necessarily what's good for your own situation. So having the fork in the road here, exercise your own free will. You are still your own person, okay? Maybe this wolf just needs to trust in your ability to come up with your own decision, right? And you're still very loyal. It's just that you need to think on your own too. You need some space to do something creative. You need to have your own space to think to your own thoughts. Do something for yourself, Sagittarius, is what I'm picking up. This wolf is looking out for your best well-being, but sometimes they have a limited way, right? Very earth energy, very practical. But Sagittarius doesn't really work well with practicality. You guys are more of the ideal, okay? Expanding yourself. Your ruler is Jupiter, so you're looking ways to expand yourself creatively, spiritually, sometimes even going against what's practical and what is expected of you, right? That is something that you're willing to cross, because you know deep down in your heart you don't want to be limited, okay? That you always will exercise your free will. I'm hoping that these are not too cryptic messages, but that's the clear messages I'm getting through for you guys this week. So this is a short reading because it's a Mercury retrograde. I want it to be as concise as possible, not to confuse anyone or not to send out different vibe and energy. Hoping that this helped you guys all throughout this week. I'm sending you love and light. Please protect your energy, and namaste. By the way, next week's reading is more detailed, and I hope that for the winner, okay, of the free giveaway, I will be announcing it in the 15. Make sure that you check my community page if you guys are interested. And thank you once again for all the support that you've been showing, okay? Love and light. Namaste.